Israelite made it. The suckers gon' talk, the cowards gon' hate it. No matter what they say, I'ma go get it done. There's really no choice if you from where I'm from. Some people gon' be glad, others gon' be mad. You juicing off the hate and relapse, so you need rehab. I could show you things, all you see is the rings. Don't get blinded by ice, my brother. Pick a lane, learn a skill that'll get you very well paid. Investing in trades like a monopoly game. All you need is your brain and be willing to change. You'll have obstacles in life, but don't look at it strange. Adapt to your environments, get well-rounded. In the laws of the Most High, stay well-grounded. Things happen and life goes on. Let the haters hate while you stay strong.
Don't say I can't have it, 'cause that just makes me want it more. Number one status.
Number one.
I gotta do good every time before. Don't be mad at me when I get it.
Don't be mad, bro.
You gon' be mad at me when I get it done.
I'ma get it done.
Don't be mad.
Do what you need to do, there's a king in you. But if talent don't work, it won't be useful. I remember the times, the free school lunch. Whatever we didn't eat, moms took it for our brunch. Pops was working hard, now I know how it feels to have extra. He used to bring us meals on wheels. If you know, you know. Free things was a major help. That's why anytime I get, I always try to help. Those who are in need, who know are sincere. It makes me feel good when they smiling from ear to ear. Let them be mad, I'm bearing my cross. All my failures was a lesson, never counted a loss. Edomites make way, cause they know I'm a boss. Sitting in the Lambo, while they sit in the porch. And they wondering how, so they try to converse. The ones that smile in your face are usually the
Don't
worst.
say I can't have it, 'cause that just makes me want it more. Number one status.
Number one.
I gotta do good every time before. Don't be mad at me when I get it.
Don't be mad, bro.
You gon' be mad at me when I get it done.
I'ma get it done.
Don't be mad.
Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kwadash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalachnawa, Chaubwathnawa, Kasalachnawa, Chaubwathinawa, Wala'a, Tabia Anawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapa Arath, La'ai Walamyam, Aman.
All right. Hey, Shalom, y'all. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. And all praises to the Most High. Give all honor, glory to Yahweh by way of Son Yahweh Shai. Definitely glad to be here, man. Glad to be here another Sabbath. Right. And then not only the Sabbath, man, it's the new moon as well. So happy new moon to those that's observing it at the same time as we're observing it. So Shar Shabbat and Shar Yerat Kadash. All right. So you want to go ahead and get in there?
Shalom, everybody. Happy new moon to everybody. And glad to be here. Glad it's the Sabbath. And I'm ready to get going with you, brother.
Con. All praises, man. So yeah, we're gonna go right into it. You know, Most High put it on my spirit to kind of just talk about this particular topic, right? As those that did see the thumbnail, right? You had all those, you know, those devices, the phone device, radio speakers, TVs, right? And it had the little evil face to it, right? So, you know, I had the image created to kind of match those are the type of things that we're feeding our spirit, right? And in this particular class, we're kind of going more so into music, you know what I'm saying? Because the big question, as far as the title of this class, like what are you feeding your spirit? More so pertaining to what are you feeding your spirit during these feast days, right? During our high holy days. You know, are you just coming to grab some food, you know what I'm saying, and you know, maybe talk and laugh with the brothers, or are you coming for some edification, right? Because edification should be brought out. That should be the first thing brought out first, right? Just like any other, when we're keeping Passover, what do we do first before we partake in the lamb, right? We read in Exodus, we go over scriptures, right, to bring that remembrance to mind, you know what I'm saying, to why the purpose of why we're celebrating, the purpose why we get to laugh, drink, eat, so on and so forth, right? That should be brought out at some point, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely one of those things. And I'm not saying that, you know, because you definitely have, you know, groups that may grab a hall, you only have it for a certain amount of hours, right? You know, those groups, the ones that I know personally, you know, they do their Bible scriptures, they do them at home, you know what I'm saying, or they link up or Zoom call via Zoom call, whatever it may be, right? They still get, you know, get it out, you know what I'm saying? And then they gather together and they use that time to literally just enjoy one another, right? So you should do it at some portion, right? Some portion of the day, you should definitely be feeding your spirit with the scriptures, right? Now, we're not saying that you can't have a good time listening to music or anything like that, right? Because we know that that was a part of everything, right? That was a part of everything. So let me share my screen real quick. Share my screen. Share the entire screen. Audio. All right, because I want to share something, right? For those that haven't seen the movie Sinners, right? I'm gonna share a scene in Sinners, right? And just want y'all to just pay close attention, right? For those that have seen it, hey, it's all good, but you know, and if you haven't seen it, hey, definitely check it out, check the whole movie out. But I just want to show this scene real quick. And y'all let me know. Mike Olive, you can check the chat. Just let me know if they can hear it because I'm gonna pause
it. I've been hearing about this one particular young man all day.
All right, can y'all hear it? Y'all can put anything in the chat. It don't make a difference. Con. Okay, all praises. Let me start back over.
I've been hearing about this one particular young man all day. Supposed to be a bad blues man. Preacher boy, yeah, come on here, man. My little cousin, y'all. Watch this. Hold on. Tell who you are. Where you from?
I'm Sammy Moore. I'm a sharecropper from Sunflower Plantation. They call me Preacher Boy, kind of my daddy being a pastor. I wrote this song for him. Something I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. It might hurt you, hope you don't lose your mind. Well, I was just a boy, about 8 years old. You threw me a Bible on that Mississippi road. See, I love you, Papa, you did all you could do. And they say the truth hurts, so I lied to you. Yes, I lied to you. I love the blues.
Y'all move your feet now. Come on now.
Somebody take me in your arms tonight. All right. Somebody take me in your arms tonight. Yeah. Somebody take me in your arms tonight.
Blues wasn't forced on us like that religion. No, sir. We brought this with us from home.
All right, so this is the part I want brothers to really pay attention to, right? So he just told them, he said that, hey, the blues wasn't forced on us like that religion, right? Now they're referring to the Bible, right? Referring to the Bible and referring to Christianity, because this is what was forced on us, right? Now we know the truth, you know what I'm saying? We know the truth, and we understand now that Christianity was definitely forced on us, but there's nothing wrong with having a Bible, right? And like he's what he's saying is these blues, right? We brought this with us. It was always a part of us, which that portion of it is true, right? Anytime we had a joyous occasion, we were celebrating any feast day that we had, right? We had music, and we're gonna go in the scriptures and we're gonna prove it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go in the scriptures and prove it, and we're gonna show what music was actually for, right? But I'm gonna keep on rolling.
It's magic what we do. It's sacred. It's big.
There are legends of people born with the gift of making music so true it can pierce the veil between life and death, conjuring spirits from the past
Somebody take me
and the future.
Somebody take me in your arms tonight. Somebody take me. No shit, no shit. Preacher boy. I love the blues. I love the blues. Somebody take me in your
So it's a lot, right? It's a lot that we see in that scene, right? It's a whole lot. Let me stop sharing the screen for 1 second. Right? It's a lot that we've seen in that scene. You know what I'm saying? Like you see the different genres of music, you know what I'm saying, that we invented. Rock and roll, We had the hip hop in the 80s, the hip hop in the 90s, all the way up until today. You know what I'm saying? You had those different quote unquote African dances, you know what I'm saying, that we probably came up with more than likely. Like music was definitely prevalent during our time, you know what I'm saying? And it was definitely something that was in our spirit, right? But according to this lesson, okay, what are we doing when we have this music playing in our background? Right? It's a spiritual thing, you know what I'm saying? So I want to start out. I'm gonna have to share my screen again, right? I want to start out with King David, right? I want to get one of the things that King David did um, when he was playing music. Just showing one of the reasons he was playing music. Oop. There we go, right there. All right, so I'm gonna pull up First Samuel, chapter 16, and I'm going to verse verse 23. All right, actually, just start at verse 21.
All right, this is the book of First Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 21. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from Yahweh was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
All right, so as you can see, it says that David was playing music, right, to have evil spirits flee, right? And this is a spiritual thing that we even still do up until this time today, not even knowing, right, that we have certain music, right, to keep away evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? And this music is not the music, you know what I'm saying, that we have in today's time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here telling brothers that, hey, it's a sin to listen to it, right? But we're gonna dive deep into that. But I need for brothers to give me 1 second. I need to or Mike Allah, actually, if you could send Captain Zakaria the link. You'll probably have to email it to your phone. I'm gonna just keep on rolling or whatever. You have to email, take it from here, email it to your phone, and then like text it to them. All right. So I'm gonna go back. Right. So, right. So that's the reason why David had music, right? So let's go into. Let's go. I want to go to Chronicles, and I had all of this. Right, so First Chronicles. All right, I'll go on to Chronicles, and I'm gonna go to chapter 6. All right, and I'm gonna jump down. Just let me know when you're done, King, and then I'll let you take back over on the reading. Right, so First Chronicles chapter 6 and verse number 31. It says, "And these are they whom David set over the service of the song and the house of the Lord. After that, the ark had rest." Right, so this is when David literally brought the ark back into Jerusalem, right? And this was the very first time that we did that, right? So he brought it back, and he's setting people, in order the way that they should go. All right. It says, "And they ministered before the dwelling place of the tabernacle of the congregation with singing until Solomon had built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem. and then they waited on their office according to their order. All right. So now I'm gonna go down, right, because it's giving you a whole list of everybody that was set up in a particular position, right? I'm gonna go down.
I can read for you.
All right, come on, go down to verse 39.
Okay. Verse 39. And his brother Asaph, who stood on his right hand, even Asaph, the son of Barachiah, the son of Shimei,
All
the
right,
son
so come on. So that's it. Right. So I wanted to get Asaph in particular to kind of show, what I'm saying, that like Asaph is one that we literally see in the book of Psalms, right? And we see him a lot, like maybe starting from what is it, Psalm 70, 73, I think it is. Somewhere in the 70s. I know it's like 10 chapters straight where it's a psalm of Asaph, right? So I think it's like 73 to 83, if I'm not mistaken. But you have Asaph, right? So let's go to, we're going to stay in the same book of Chronicles. So First Chronicles, and we're going to go to chapter 15 this time. All right. And we're going to pick it up at verse 12.
All right. This is the book of First Chronicles, chapter 15, and verse 12. And said unto them, Ye are the chief of the fathers of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves, both ye and your brethren, that ye may bring up the ark of the Lord, Yahweh of Israel, unto the place that I have prepared for it. For because ye did it not at the first, the Lord our power made a breach upon us, for that we sought him not after the due order.
Right. So again, remember what I told y'all, that the ark of the Lord didn't come with us. Right. This is how you know it says, for because you did it not at the first. Right. You didn't do it the first time. So now this time you bring it. Right. Have the Levites sanctify themselves. Right. Go ahead.
All right. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord, Yahweh of Israel, and the children of the Levites bear the ark of Yahweh upon their shoulders with the staves thereon, as Moses commanded, according to the word of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be the singers with instruments of music, psalteries, and harps and cymbals, sounding by lifting up the voice with joy. So the Levites appointed Heman, the son of Joel, and of his brethren, Asaph, the son of Barachiah, and the sons of Merari, their brethren, Ethan, the son of Cushiah,
Mm-hmm.
and with them their brethren of the second degree, Zechariah, Ben, Jaziel, and Shemaramoth, and Yehiel, and Uni, Eliab, and Benaniah, and Messiah, and Mattathiah, and Eliphalah, and Mechaniah, and Obed Odom, and Jael, the porters. The singers, Heman, Asaph, and Ethan, were appointed to sound the cymbals of brass.
See that? So all of these brothers was literally appointed. They were set up, right? They would have considered what we would call a band, right? And every feast day, or when they were celebrating, right? They're celebrating that, hey, we finally got the ark in Jerusalem, right? So it's a celebration, right? So y'all get in y'all positions, right? And y'all, make it do what it do, right? So go ahead.
And Zechariah, and Aziel, and Shemaramoth, and Jael, and Uni, and Eliab, and Messiah, and Benaniah with psalteries on Alamoth, and Mattathiah, and Eliphalet, and Mechaniah, and Obed Odom, and Jael, and Azaziah with harps on the Sheminith to excel. And Shenaniah, chief of the Levites, was for song. He instructed about the song because he was skillful. And Barachiah and Elkanah were doorkeepers for the ark. And Shebaniah and Jehoshaphat and Nathanael and Amasi, and Zechariah, and Benaniah, and Eleazar, and Eliezer, Salakia, the priest, did blow with trumpets before the ark of Yahweh, and Obed Odem and Yahweh and Jaiah were doorkeepers for the ark.
Right. So we had even security. Right. We had security to protect this thing because we know that the ark was in the other nations' hands. Right. And the Most High was destroying them nations because they weren't supposed to have that ark. Right. But we had to have security for this thing now. Right. So we had security. We got the band set up. Right. We got everything set up. And it's a celebration. So go ahead.
All right. Verse 25. So David and the elders of Israel and the captains over thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the house of Obed Odem with joy. And it came to pass, when Yahweh helped the Levites that bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, that they offered 7 bullocks and 7 rams.
Mm-hmm.
And David was clothed with a robe of fine linen. And all the Levites that bear the ark, and the singers, and Shenaniah, the master of the song, with the singers, David also had upon him an ephod of linen.
Right. So he was fresh to death. Right. This is how we like to do. We like to get dressed up. Right. We like to link up with our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Israel loved to be fashionably late all the time. Right. But they had everything set up. The Levites were still even offering sacrifices. Right. They was doing it all. Right. Keep going.
All right. Verse 28. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouting, and with the sound of the cornet, and with trumpets, and with cymbals, making a noise with psalteries and harps. And it came to pass, as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came to the city of David, that Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out at a window, saw King David dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart.
All right, so she despised him in her heart, right? Okay, you brought him up. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Right, so she despised him in her heart. So now we got dancing, right? This is some of the things. These are all of the things that we like to do when we gather, right? But as you can see, they didn't just pull up, have 500 bottles. You know what I'm saying? You're getting drunk out your mind, right? And I wanted to show that scene from Sinners is because it's showing you the spirit that they have, right? The spirit that we had before we came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Right? I wanted to point these things out because I just want to show, you know what I'm saying, brothers, how music had, brothers and sisters, Salakia, how music definitely has spirits in it, right? And we should definitely, you know what I'm saying, if we're not in the right spirit, right? In the spirit of literally learning why we're celebrating, you know what I'm saying, versus just coming together, playing some music and just, going home late at night after, having a few drinks, you know what I'm saying? And you just think you're just doing it just to have fun. No, we're doing it in remembrance, right? So in the midst of this feast of dedication, we need to know exactly why, right? Which is why you had, Priest did the class last week on feast of dedication. You had later that day, you had Elder Zahab come on and read the story of the feast of dedication to literally show why we're keeping it. So we're not just doing this thing in vain, or it's just a time to turn up. No, this stuff is spiritual, right? And we got to be in the right spirit. Am I saying you can't play a Tupac song here and there? You know what I'm saying? While you at dedication? No, I ain't saying that, but be careful, right? Because these different songs and stuff like that, it comes with different spirit. And if you ain't in the right spirit, if you haven't at minimum read First Maccabees chapter 4, right? You should definitely go over it. You should definitely read it, right? Or watch, classes pertaining to it, right? It's different. L.O.I. We got classes pertaining to Feast of Dedication. Other camps, they got classes. Brothers is putting out pertaining to Feast of Dedication. We should definitely be in the right spirit, right? Even if we do play, these different songs. All right. So it's something. You want to add anything for I keep going?
Um, yeah, give me John 2.
Okay.
John 2. Make an example out of that right there, because um, we know what the scripture says about having the parties, how we come together, and the Bible and the scripture says, especially on the feast days, it tells us that we have wine at the feast days. So this is normal to have. This is our customs, right? So even when you coming down with the feast of dedication, even marriages, right? Let's bring out the marriage what Yahweh Shai did.
Okay. You want to start at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the book of John, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the
When they wanted
mother
what? What did they want?
and when they wanted wine,
Because they say that we are not supposed to have a good time when we're partying. So we can't have alcohol, we can't have music playing, we can't have none of these things, right? But in order for us to have a good time, we need the music and we need to drink Mary, right? And I'm not saying to get drunk, but I'm saying to drink for Mary, right? Because we're supposed to be having a good time. All right, go ahead.
and they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus saith unto him, they have no wine.
Right, go ahead.
Jesus said unto her, Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come.
Right. So he's telling you, like, hey, what you want me to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Because he really was not trying to expose himself to really show his power like that. But she wanted to go and insist and say, hey, bring the water to wine because hey, we having a good time here, right? Because the music going. We seen two couples joining as a union. You know what I'm saying? They're having a good time, and everybody around them, they dressed in to impress. Ain't coming there all bummy, didn't come any kind of way. They came in dressed to impress, and they had a really good time. Right? Go ahead.
His mother saith unto the servants, Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece.
Uh-huh.
Jesus said unto them, Fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it.
Uh-huh.
When the ruler of the feast had tasted water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now.
All right, so we can stop it right there. That's what it always, the good wine come out later on that night, man, at the party. But at the end of the day, guess what? They're having a good time. This is our customs. But what you were showing in that video, right? It shows, like you said, different genres, different dance moves that we have groomed to do in this time. At that time, we wasn't grinding on each other, different women like we at a club. We wasn't doing that. We had perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Yahweh Shah was there, we had perfect sense. So it's nothing wrong having a feast and dancing and playing music. But like you said, certain music, right? Especially today's time, if your spirit is not, really right, some music you can't listen to because the spirit starts taking over and you start activated just as the music. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out right there. That's it. I don't want to wind it out too long.
Okay. All right. So let's go to before I go, Zakaria, are you good? You want to add anything, or you good?
Nah, your brothers are doing perfectly. That's exactly what it is. I would just continue on reading where he's at because it's only a couple of more verses to read down. Mike Allah, you stopped at 10, John 2:10.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, because I would just continue on reading because it says what first Passover, cleansing the temple. Right. I would just continue on reading a little bit. You could do that in your own spare time because I don't want to interrupt what the brother, what Captain the Bach is doing. Captain the Bach is on a roll and he's on his lane. So I wouldn't want to interrupt that. But if you go and keep on reading down, it's giving you certain things about Passover that you must really pay attention to in our land. Go ahead, Lord.
Con, all praises, right? But hey, anytime you wanna, hop in there, it's all good, right? So I'm gonna go to Galatians, right? Let's go to Galatians chapter 5, right? Because my God, like, you just touched on it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, what I was going into next, right? Certain stuff, if it's affecting you, you definitely, you shouldn't listen to it, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you why, right? So let's start at verse 16, Galatians 5 and 16.
All right. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Right. So if we're walking in the spirit, if we're literally, understanding why we're keeping feast of dedication, right? Understanding why we keep the new moon, understanding why we keep Passover, right? So on and so forth, right? Then we're not going to fulfill the lust of the flesh, right? Go ahead.
For the flesh lusteth, Salaki, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right. So we understand that, right? We understand that, hey, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, right? We know that they battle with each other all the day long, right? So especially for a brother that's coming, fresh from the world, we're literally will tell that brother, especially like if the club scene was his thing, right? We have to tell that brother, hey, you need to stay away from that, right? You don't need to listen to none of the music. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it puts you back in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? It takes you back, especially when you add, wine or strong drink into the mix, right? It takes you back, right? So we got to watch what we're literally feeding our spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because it will have you drawn back to the point where now you are in sin, right? And don't even know it, right? So let's keep reading.
All right. Verse 18. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law.
All right, go ahead.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness,
Mm-hmm.
lasciviousness,
Mm-hmm.
idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies.
Right. All of these things come about, right? You're not feeding your spirit the scriptures. What we should be feeding our spirit first and foremost before we sit there and want to turn on the radio, right? Before we sit there and want to flip open our phone and scroll, right? Because again, this is how this music comes about. Whether you're playing it from a phone into the speaker, whether you're playing it from a tablet, whether you're playing it from a TV, if you just have the TV and you're using the TV speaker, right? It's music coming from it, right? Or you may be watching videos. You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the back of the class, you got your headphones in while brothers up there bringing out scriptures, and you on your phone on Instagram and stuff scrolling, right? And you're watching different videos that has nothing to do with the reason you gathered together. You just waiting on brothers to be done so you can grab something to eat and get something to drink, right? All of these things can creep upon you, right? They're going to creep upon you when that music get to going, right? When food is passed out, when you're done eating, you get to drinking, the music get to going. Next thing you know, you in all of these things, right? We're gonna read down to 52, and I want to play something.
You said read all the way
I
down
mean,
to
22, Salaki, 22, not 52.
Gotcha. All right. Verse 20. Oh no, 21. Verse 21. Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right. So go ahead. Go ahead.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
All right.
And,
So
and
we can stop right there. Right. Actually, matter of fact, Salaki, read down to verse 25. Let's keep reading.
And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us walk in the Spirit.
Right. So if we live in the Spirit, we need to walk in the Spirit. Right. We need to understand why it is that we're gathering. Right. Because we got to know that the people of the world, they have no clue. They'll sit here, they'll watch this and say, "Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with listening to music? What's wrong with a little Jay-Z, right? What's wrong with a little Nas? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with a little, Ludacris or whatever the case may be, right? Any artist you can think of. What's wrong with that, right? So I want to show
You
something.
know what? Go to real quick on verse 21. Is revelings, right? Go to the word reveling. Put it up in the Greek text of it.
And just can I be heard? Can you hear me? Okay. So just to add to that too, read down to when you finish that, read down to 22. Because we need to point out something in 22. I'm listening.
Okay, come.
All right. So the word reveling, just go all the way down. Just go to the outline.
Okay.
Right. So these are the things that we see today, right? It says a nocturnal, riotous procession of half drunken and
frolicsome.
Yeah, thank you for saying it. Fellows who, after supper, parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus, of some of the deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends, hence used generally of feasts and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry, right? This is what we see Friday nights and Saturday nights. You go into the clubs and you're there, what you're doing. You go in there to listen to the music and find women, or the women trying to find men. This is the kind of party that this type of music they promote for us to get in that mood to go ahead and freak down a woman, take her home later on, get her drunk, and then call it a night. These are the things that's not in the Most High's feast day, right? This is why Esau has this day for us to go ahead and break our necks for the whole 5 days out of the week. And then they want us to go out there and enjoy ourselves and blow our money at these parties so we can whore each other around. And this is not the type of feast days that we were doing when Yahweh Shah was operating, or when Israel was in operation in order. So understand that these music that we go to and listen to, you have to take it in moderation. Like, that shouldn't be your all day, every day listening chart. Listening to all kind of sexual type music to go ahead and get your freak off or whatever. And if that's what your spirit leads you to, you got to separate yourself from that. But you got to have a balance, right? And if you don't have that balance, that spirit can take over. So we got to be careful how we deal with music, because music is very powerful. I don't care what nobody say they have music under control. No, you don't, if you don't have your spirit in control. And I land there.
Okay. All right, so I'm about to go back to verse 20. You said right?
I think it said 22.
22. Salaki.
Did you say 22, Zakaria?
Yep. Keep reading down to 22. Yes, that's a
All right.
fact.
All right, so I'm gonna, you got all right. Go ahead. I'm gonna start at verse 21. It says, "Envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God."
So when we look at this, right? Paul let us know certain things in First Corinthians 11 that there is things that we cannot and we cannot do, and we will inherit the kingdom. We can't do these things. We must not do these things because we need to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Can you read on?
But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
The fruit of the what?
The fruit of the Spirit is love.
Is love. What is love according to the Bible? Love is keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and that's in First John 2 and 4, I believe. Yep. Read on.
Joy,
Read.
peace,
Read.
long suffering,
Read.
gentleness,
Read.
goodness,
Read.
faith,
Read.
meekness,
Read.
temperance.
Read.
Against such there is no law.
Hold on, wait. It says what and what meekness? What?
Temperance, against such there is no law.
So wait. Let's go to Luke 8 and 15. Pull it up on the screen. Luke 8 and 15. Because we got to understand something, right? It's speaking specifically about certain things that we must be in line with. Read that for me, King.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 15.
Read, Captain.
But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart having
What? Hold on, wait. An honest and what?
an honest and good heart.
You must be honest and of good heart. You can't do it the way you want to do it. You can't say, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever. No, it's read that again, King.
But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart.
So in order for you to be on honest and good heart, you got to be on good ground. So let's stop right there. Let's read read verse 14 first.
Okay. All right, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And that which fell among thorns are they, which when they have heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life.
Hold on, wait. And hold on, wait. Pleasures of what?
Pleasures of this life.
You're not supposed to be locked in the pleasures of this life, this world, the riches, like Michael Allah was winning to the riches and the loving of this and that and third of this life. You're not supposed to be loving none of that. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to do what the Most High commands us to do. Right? Loving this world is not part of what the Most High commands us to do. We must remove ourselves from that. Read that again from the King, from the top, King. And Salaki, I don't mean to take over.
No, you good. Because hey, it's lining up perfect to what I'm going into next. The Most High is at work right now. It's not us. Right?
King. Read that again, King, from the top.
Verse 14, it says, and that which fell among the thorns are they, which when they have heard, go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection.
They don't bring no fruit to perfection because they worried about the cares of this life. That's what it's telling us, right? And that's why I asked the brother to bring out Luke 8 and 15. Read the next verse.
But that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience.
They do what? They keep it with what?
And bring forth fruit with patience.
The fruit. How you come, everybody, because we go on the street and teach, right? So you got to bring forth fruit, right? We come like the brothers in Detroit, Captain DeBach, Sergeant Mike Allah. They go on the street and they teach, right? And they bring forth the good fruit, right? This is what it's talking about. Bring forth that good fruit, right? Bring in them people, bring in everybody, right? Bring them in, bid them to the marriage, right? That's what it's talking about in Matthew 22. Bid them to the marriage, bring them in. And this is what these brothers be doing week in and week out. On the class on Friday, when they go to the camp on Saturday, and they go out and they go and bring them in. This is what it's talking about. Read that again, Deba, for me.
But that, but that on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience.
They keep it and bring forth good work with patience, because these brothers go on the byways and the highways, according to Matthew 22, and bid them to the marriage. But they do it how? In patience. This is part of the fruits of the spirits. And this is what these brothers do week in and week out. And I commend Captain DeBach, Sergeant Mike Allah, because they do this all the time. I'm sitting back and I'm just observing it and I watch it week in and week out. Right? But I want to land there and go ahead, King. It's on you. I don't want to take over the bill because I know you're teaching the class, so I don't want to.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It lines up perfect, right?
Well said, brother. Well said.
Right. So it lines up perfect, right? Because verse 14, right? The thorns is what I'm gonna go into right now. Right. So if you ever had a question to whether or not, right, you can or you should listen to secular music, you know what I'm saying? My advice is, right, if it keeps anything that keeps you from keeping commandments of the Most High, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of it. Right. These are the type of people, right? So I'm gonna go into some. I'm gonna share this video, right? Something called secular humanism, right? And this is what most of the world is, right? If you're not keeping commandments, this is how most of the world goes by this definition, right? So I'm gonna play this video.
What is secular humanism? Have you ever wondered how people can lead meaningful lives without relying on religious beliefs? This brings us to the topic of secular humanism. Secular humanism is a philosophical worldview that emphasizes human reason, ethics, and justice without depending on supernatural beliefs. It suggests that humans can create meaningful lives based on rational thought and evidence from the natural world. At its foundation,
That's what it suggests. It suggests that you can do what you want to do, right? In so many words, based off of what you see, right? So if you are literally around a crowd of people and you literally say, hey, there's a bunch of music being played, there's music, they talking about a bunch of crazy different stuff, ain't nothing happening, right? So you make your assumption based off that and say, hey, it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Even in our the Israelite community, right? When we have feast days, we could literally say, "Hey, we can play this music all the time. Don't nothing go down. Everything is okay, right? It ain't, nothing happened last time. Nothing not gonna happen this time, right? But this is why brothers should be brotherly. This is why we should have certain talks, right? Because brothers and sisters, everybody's not gonna let everything be known, right? You're not going to let everything be known, but then something happens. Now you behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? So we should definitely be on top of what it is that we want to get out, what it is that we want to teach, right? And make sure brothers and sisters are good, right? Hey, how did you like Passover? Was it anything that you would ask us to change for the next time around? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a problem with the music that's being played? You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I'm saying? We need to have these type of conversations, right? Because we never know where somebody's spirit is, right? We don't want to be sucked into this, right? Let's keep going. It's more on this definition.
Foundation, secular humanism is grounded in naturalistic philosophy. This means it views the universe and human existence as products of natural processes without any divine intervention. It promotes ethics that focus on human welfare and compassion rather than following religious commands.
See that? That's what it suggests. It suggests compassion. Right? You caring about somebody's feelings, right? But we understand that Isaiah 58:1 tells us not to spare no feelings. We don't care. Show our people their transgressions. Show them where they're going off at. Right? Let's keep going.
Reason and critical thinking are highly valued in secular humanism. It encourages people to question untested claims and remains open to new ideas. This approach supports democracy, human rights, and personal freedom, all while emphasizing social responsibility. Optimism and joy are also key components of secular humanism. It rejects the despair and guilt often found in religious doctrines, instead promoting.
Right, see that? So it says optimism and joy are key components, right? And rejecting despair and guilt often found in religious doctrines, right? Because you had such a good time, it's okay, right? Yeah, this music is talking about shooting your brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's talking about selling drugs to your people, right? But because you get so much joy out of it, you like the beat, you like the way the beat is flowing, you like the brother's flow to it, right? The guilt that you have, because what we teach is, hey, we ain't supposed to be killing our brothers, we ain't supposed to hate our brothers, hate our sisters, hate our children, right? You reject that and say, hey, nah, it's cool. Like, no. Now, can you have fun, right, in these things and still be in the spirit? Sure. But how long is that gonna last? Right? You gotta just sprinkle it in a little here, a little there. You know what I'm saying? And leave the commandments and the scriptures at the forefront of your mind. Right? Let's keep going.
Promoting hope as a foundation for human flourishing. Artistic creativity and imagination are recognized as essential parts of a fulfilling life. Secular humanism is often described as a man-centered ethical system. In this view, humans are the measure of values and meaning. Since it denies the existence of a higher power to save or judge humanity, it places the responsibility for ethical choices and social progress squarely on human beings.
See that? Y'all waiting on the Jesus to come back and save y'all. We gotta do this ourselves. Right? This brother, any brother that ever been out on the street corner heard that line. Right? They always say, we gotta save ourselves, we gotta do it ourselves. Right? This is what they're into, right? Whether they know this term or not. This is secular humanism. Right? Like it says this line here, right? It is described as a man-centered, right? Not the Most High, not God, not Yahweh, right? Man-centered ethical system placing responsibility for ethical choices on humans. Right? If this world was left up to us, this place would have been destroyed.
The Amsterdam Declaration, adopted by the World Humanist Congress in 1952 and updated in 2002, outlines the core principles of secular humanism. This declaration emphasizes ethical living, rational inquiry, and the pursuit of personal fulfillment as central goals. In practice, secular humanism influences modern society in various ways. It shapes ethical frameworks, legal systems, and educational approaches. Secular education encourages critical thinking and scientific literacy without religious bias. Its values align closely with freedom of speech, equality under the law, and human dignity. In the context of religious pluralism and secularism, secular humanism provides a non-religious life stance that coexists with diverse religious beliefs. It advocates for a public sphere guided by reason and shared human values, rather than theological doctrines. In essence, secular humanism is a comprehensive worldview that promotes ethical and meaningful human life through reason and compassion, independent of supernatural beliefs. It plays an important role in contemporary discussions about religion, ethics, and society.
Right. So that's what you'll be into, right? And if you're not careful, let's go back to Galatians real quick. Galatians chapter 5. Because this is what you'll end up into, right? So pick it up at verse 19.
All right. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, and verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies,
Mm-hmm.
envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right. So we know that idolatry, witchcraft, right? This is something the Most High hates, right? This is what I'm gonna focus on, right? And I never did what I'm about to do before, so hopefully it don't kick me, right? I want to play maybe about a minute long, right? Of what would be, my quote unquote favorite rapper, right? The worldly rapper, right? Before coming into the truth, this was my guy, right? And after coming into the truth, you know how you think back on your life, think back about the music that you listen to, and you don't realize that you were in the midst of witchcraft, right? All while singing this song, right? But all because you counted joy. At the time, you didn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? And then for brothers that still do that, and you know what I'm saying, certain songs that you kind of sing, kind of look at the wordplay and be like, hey, if I'm literally repeating some of this stuff, like, hold on, like, am I in the midst of this? You know what I'm saying? So I want to play this, right? It's a song called Encore, right? So I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna play it. I got it started at 1 minute and 50 seconds. I'm gonna play it for about a minute long, right? Because this, right, just here you go.
I saw I conquered from record sale, sold out concerts. So motherfucker, if you want this encore, I need you to scream till your lungs get sore. It's not.
All right, so he's saying if you want this encore, if you want me to come back, right? If you want me to come back out and you want me to continue to rap, right? I need you to scream until your lungs get sore, right? So let's keep listening to it to see what he wants you to scream.
This man is mean. He's killing all y'all jive turkeys. Y'all want more than Jigga Man. But if y'all want more than Jigga Man, then I need y'all to help me bring him back to the stage. Say ho. Come on, say it. Hold up, hold up. Are y'all out there? Are y'all out there? Come on, loud. Yeah. Now see, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, I lied. I'm not gonna listen to that for a minute, right? Because after coming into the truth, I realized how disrespectful that was, right? Because we know that the English translation of Yahweh's name, right, is Jehovah. And for short, he's telling you he's calling himself Hova. He's wanting you to chant Hova, right? And we know that chanting is a part of witchcraft, right? When you're chanting something, right, you want it to literally happen. You want it to manifest this stuff, right? And if you're chanting Hova, Hova, in a sense of bringing Jay-Z back to the stage so he can finish rapping to you, you're in idolatry. Are in witchcraft, right? You're in the midst of it, right? And that was something that I didn't realize, you know what I'm saying, before coming into the truth. And it's like, man, it's already disrespectful enough that he's calling himself over, right? And then he has you chanting this for him to bring him back. It's like, man, it's crazy the things that we were into, not even knowing, right? And the things that we into, it has names, right? The secular humanism, right? We not even some of us ignore it, and then others just don't know that that's what they're into, right? So some of our forefathers, right? Some of our forefathers did it, right? So I'm gonna go to First Corinthians real quick because I just want to draw a correlation, right? Before we get to our forefathers. Oops. I want to draw a correlation because we know that in First Corinthians chapter 8, we know that this thing is going into food sacrifice to idols, right? But I want to bring some wisdom from it. All right, I want to bring some wisdom from it. So let's start at verse 7.
All right. This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 8, and verse 7. Howbeit, there is not in every man that knowledge, but some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and their conscience being weak is defiled.
Right. So some of us listen to this music, right, to this very hour, right, and we do this thing, and we're literally sacrificing our time, right? We're sacrificing our time, and we're making these music moguls our idols, right? That's what we call them. Hey, my idol is such and such. When I'm growing up, my idol was such and such. I wanted to be just like them. Right? Keep going.
Verse 8. But meat commendeth us not to Yahweh, for neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we the worse. But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
Right. So if you're basically take heed, right? Because now this is for the brothers that it don't affect your spirit, right? More times not, it's actually all the time. Well, now I'm not gonna say all the time, right? But more times than not, it's the seasoned brothers, right? It's the seasoned brothers. They can hear a song or whatever. We know that the song is kind of off or whatever, but we, kind of nod your head to the beat or whatever. But it's not a stumbling block for you, right? It don't cause you to go back into a certain lifestyle, right? Or to have that mind frame of a certain lifestyle that you used to have, right? It's not a stumbling block for you, but it is for other people, right? So, right, again, I want to reiterate just in case anybody coming in. I'm not talking about First Corinthians chapter 8 as if, I'm giving a breakdown of what this is talking about, right? I'm just drawing wisdom from it and having it correlate with the class, right? So take heed of it, right? Because it could be a stumbling block to those that are weak. So if we're playing this type of music and brothers and sisters have an issue with it, hey, take heed. Watch what you're doing, right? Keep going.
All right, verse 10. But if any man see thee which has knowledge sit at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols?
Go ahead.
And through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish?
Right. So through you having control, right, you can cause this weak person to perish. You can cause this person to commit sin. All right, go ahead.
But when ye sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Yahweh.
See that? Hey, it's counted as sin unto you because you had somebody go off, right? Without being sure, without checking on brother or sister, right? Go ahead.
Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend.
Right. So, hey, that's how we got to be. If my brother is offended that I'm listening to this, right, First off, I gotta let it be known, right? That's the first thing. Secondly, hey, the next thing is the brother gotta literally honor that. Like, hey, if you need me to turn this off because it's making you feel a certain way or you feel a certain way about this being played, hey, I have to turn this off, right? Because during our feast days, right, we're feeding our spirit. We're feeding our spirit with the love that we have for one another, right? You want to kick it with your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying, over a drink, you know what I'm saying, over some food, and we're feeding our spirit. But again, what are we doing? Right? If it's not unto righteousness, what are we doing? If a brother is feeling the way, hey, again, let that thing be known. All right, so let's go. Y'all can get in there if y'all want to. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Let me get Matthew 5:23.
Okay. All right. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 23.
Yeah.
You want me to start up?
Yeah, start at 22.
Okay. Verse 22, it says, "But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council."
A lot of times we're angry with our brother through certain music.
Okay.
Certain music makes us angry with our brother for whatever reason, without a cause. You know, like when we were growing up, you pulling up, like, you know, you going to the club or whatever, and everybody on chill mode before the club starts. But once we get in the car, you know, you got the liquor in the car, you got the weed blazing, and you got the music blasting. And guess what? 99% of the time, when you go into the club, you're not listening to some soft music.
Okay.
You already listen to something to rep your energy up. You know, you already can't wait. You got some really hard banging on. You got Jeezy playing T.I. or whatever. You got those type of music playing, the dark music, going to the club. And a lot of that music we already amped up before we walk in there, and we're ready to go ahead and start some stuff. And a lot of us say, I ain't here for no problems. I'll come here to chill. But understand, the music that you just left out of your car, it's on you. This is why the other brother or sister look at you with a problem. Why? Because you got that spirit on you that you was listening to, what you were carrying. Rather, if you believe that or not, the music has spirits. The beat itself has a spirit. The words definitely is the spell. This is where the witchcraft kicks in, right? Because you're doing things not even realizing. So you are already in the danger of judgment. Without a cause with a brother, and you're looking at your brother as a rocker, which means consider as a fool, right? Go ahead.
It says, shall be in danger of the council, but whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Right, and that fool is not talking about just saying like, man, look at this fool. No, this fool is like, hey, taking it to a whole nother level, you know, creating problems. Go ahead.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar.
So when you now are converted over to this truth, right, you don't have to listen to some crazy music just to go ahead and have yourself amped up to come to God's feast days.
Okay.
You ain't got to listen to something real crazy just because you're thinking that the people that's in this truth is going to jump on you. Like, brothers and sisters, 90% of the time, well, I'll say 100% of the time, what I've been around on the feast days, it's always been peace. It's been nothing like it. It's been nothing like it. It's always been, we all get along, we all laughing, we can toast it up, we can go ahead and vibe to the music. We ain't worrying about another brother trying to holler at my man's wife. We ain't looking for a brother that's staring at you far away at the corner, looking like you want to do something for whatever reason, you know, because he's already had that spirit. But once we come in this feast days for the Most High, our spirit is already lifted up, music or without music. Why? Because we got the word.
God, hey, we had literally what was it? Our second Passover. We didn't have no music.
God.
We didn't have no music and still
Right.
had a good time, man.
Absolutely. Because the music it's the icing on it. It's on the icing on the top, the cherry on top, I shall say. It's the cherry on top. But the people make the music, man. When you get along with somebody and have a good time and you can laugh and joke without a beat, man, that's music in your ears right there that we're getting along. That's sweet melody. That's the good thing that the Most High see. It's prophesying words and bigging up a person. And again, when we left that second feast day, like you were saying, guess what? We put it in the group chat like, man, it's gonna be a night we won't forget.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It be like that. But the Bible says, therefore, thou bring thy gift to the altar. So if you bringing your troubles to the party, man, like you going to the Most High feast days bringing problems, what do it say?
It says, therefore, if thou bring a gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath a ought against thee.
Because in the club, you always got an ought against somebody. But go ahead.
Leave there thy gift before the altar.
When you come to the Most High feast days, go ahead and grab your brother or your sister and talk about it so y'all don't walk around with beef and can't even congregate with one another because you got an ought with them. All right, go ahead.
It says, leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
And give me Matthew 18 real quick, right? Because Yahweh Shai just speaking facts. And this is what we got to do. Because you know why? Sometimes music make you feel like that person has a problem with you and they really don't. It's the spirit. Right? It's the spirit. And you already know what I want. Because these spirits are definitely play games on us, right? So that's why even when we come to these parties, we got to monitor drinking, especially like, brothers, they may have habits in the world that they may been like drinking too much. It's up to brothers to really, consider the brother's weakness, just like what you had read, right? Earlier. Like, hey, we got to be very careful. Why? Because we don't want to put our brother to sin. And guess what? The blood is on us. Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 18, starting at verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
This is all about reconciliation. The Most High don't want us coming to party at his feast day arguing and bickering. The Most High ain't gonna even let you come in. You can't even come in the kingdom like that. So how do you think you're gonna, if we're practicing the righteous acts, how do you think you're gonna come to the feast days all belligerent, ready to fight, ready to go look at this man's wife, or she looking at this woman's husband and she's already married? You know what I'm saying? Sliding phone numbers low key, and you doing that the feast day with that? What kind of spirit you bring it to the table when you doing that for the Most High? You got to check your spirit, man, because these spirits through music, through our past, it finds us and it hunts us and it stays with us if we don't know how to keep it under control. So like what you said, it's a great lesson what you're bringing out, because this is definitely a thing that we all need to hear, man. Music plays a strong part in our lives. I'll let that.
Okay. All right. So let me open this back up. All right, so we're gonna get our forefathers, right? Because you got to know there's nothing new under the sun, right? So we're gonna get this script that mostly everybody knows, right? And then we're gonna get why this script was written, right? We're going to Amos chapter 5. We'll be starting at verse 21.
All right. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
All right, go ahead.
Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Right. So now we can definitely understand this in our time, what this, would mean, right? This would mean, you celebrating, you got your Christmas, you got your Thanksgiving, right? Them are your feast days. We know damn well that Yahweh despised them, right? But guess what? Before that stuff came about, right? We have forefathers that did certain things, right? We have forefathers that did certain things, and we're just gonna go. We're gonna show this. All right, so we're gonna go to First Kings, chapter 12. All right, we're gonna pick it up at verse 32, right? Because we had somebody. Actually, we're going before verse 32. Let's start at verse 16.
All right, this is the book of First Kings, chapter 12, and verse 16. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. Now see to thine own house, David. So Israel departed unto their tents.
All right, so this is when we was, we was split. Like, hey, we don't have an inheritance, right? Jeroboam is saying, hey, we don't have an inheritance here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let's go do our own thing, right? So let's jump down. Let's see what he did. So let's go. Do I want to start? Let's start at verse 25.
All right, verse 25. Then Jeroboam built Shechem and Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and bent Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now shall the kingdom return to the house of David.
Mm-hmm.
If this house go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam king of Judah, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam king of Judah.
Right. So, hey, if you do what you were supposed to do, hey, they're gonna kill me. Right. If you go up to Jerusalem like you're supposed to do on the three high holy feast days, right, where it was commanded that all men should appear before the Lord. If you go do that, hey, then everything is going to go back to the way it should be, right? And they're going to kill me because I'm in idolatry, right? Go ahead.
All right, verse 28. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, It is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
See that? He took counsel and got into idolatry, into witchcraft, right? Go ahead.
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing became a sin. For the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
All right, go ahead.
And we made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah, and he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificed it unto the calves that he had made, and he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places which he had made.
See that? So he took, right, the Lord's feast day, right? He took Feast of Tabernacles, and he changed it from the 7th month to the 8th month, right? And he offered sacrifices unto some damn golden calves, right? And when he did that, he had music. I'm sure. Sure, they was listening to music. They was partying. They was doing all sorts of things, right? Which is why I mentioned in verse 31, it says that he made a house of high places and made priests of the lowest people, people that ain't even supposed to be priests, which were not of the sons of Levi, right? Now we see when David did it in 1 Corinthians, when we read earlier, They were literally from the tribe of Levi, right? They did sacrifices, right? They did the service of sacrifices. They did the service of singing. They did all of that. So these people that he made priests, he probably not probably he made them to do the same thing, which is why Amos would even prophesy that, hey, I hate your feast days. The Lord says that he hates your feast days, right? He will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Most High wasn't taking this in. This is why he says, hey, take away the noise of thy vows, right? I don't even want to hear you playing music. Get that away from me, right? Go ahead.
So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart, and ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered upon the altar the burnt incense.
All right. So, hey, nothing new under the sun, right? We do it now. Right? We do it now. We may call it different things, but we do it now. This is why, right? I'm saying that we got to be careful what we're feeding our spirit during these times, right? If all we listening to is somebody, selling something, right? Somebody getting drunk out of their mind. We playing some Kendrick Lamar, right? I forgot the name of the song, you know what I'm saying? But he talking about, hey, all it takes is 2 or 3 shots, and I'm gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? We listening to that, right? At Feast of Tabernacles, right? At Passover, we getting drunk and crazy out of our mind, right? Not realizing that we're literally doing this, because of this song, right? You playing Lil Jon, turn down. What is it? Turn down for what? Or turn up? Whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And you taking shots. Y'all meeting up and you taking shots, and you just going crazy, going nuts, right? I'm not saying that I've seen this happen, right? But with Israel, anything is possible, man.
Could I get a verse?
Nah, go ahead.
Numbers 29. Could somebody read Numbers 29 for me? Let's pinpoint exactly what Captain Debak is talking about. So let's pinpoint that. Let's go to Numbers 29 and oh man, let's read verse 12 and then we're gonna skip.
All right. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 29, starting at verse number 12.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 15th day of the 7th month, ye shall have an holy convocation.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall do no servile work therein. Salakia, ye shall do no servile work, and ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days.
You should keep a feast unto the Lord for 7 days. Read.
And ye shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord.
Jump down to verse 35.
Okay.
Start at verse 34. Salakia.
All right. Verse number 34. It says, and 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering,
Mm-hmm.
his meat offering, and his drink offering.
This is a meat offering and a drink offering for our what? Our atonement or our giving up for our sins.
Okay.
Read.
On the 8th day, ye shall have a solemn assembly.
Wait, hold on, wait. On the 8th day, don't we supposed to do that during this what we call Hanukkah or dedication? On the 8th day, we supposed to do what? So read that again.
On the 8th day, ye shall have a solemn assembly.
You shall do what?
Have a solemn assembly.
We must gather together on the 8th day. Read.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
We should do no servile work. Hold that. Drop that. Give me Leviticus 23 and start at verse 36.
Okay.
Just to line it all up together because I want everybody to understand exactly what the brother is bringing out. We supposed to be doing the laws, statutes, and commandments that God gave us. Read.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, starting at verse 36.
Mm-hmm.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
On the 8th day.
On the what?
On the 8th day.
Read.
shall be a holy convocation unto you.
That means we supposed to gather on the eighth day or come together, right? On the eighth day. It's a holy convocation to you. Read.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So we supposed to offer a offering made by fire unto the Lord on the eighth day, right? We supposed to do what the Most High commands us to do, right? A lot of people like oh yeah, this is dedication. I don't see it in the Levitical law, and I don't see it. Listen, read that again, King.
It says 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Read.
On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you.
So we supposed to gather on the eighth day. It's supposed to be a holy convocation to you. Read.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So when we give our offering made by fire unto the Lord, which means that we're gonna cook a lamb, we're gonna cook whatever we're gonna cook, right? Lawful meats, an offering made by the Lord, right? Ourselves. This is an example of what Christ was talking about when we bring ourselves as a living sacrifice, right? Because we're gonna make an offering to the Lord. It ain't talking about just read it again, King. Read it again.
Okay. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Wait, does it say animal here?
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So it doesn't say an animal, but it's gonna say 7 days. We're gonna make an offering by the convocation, right? We gonna make an offering on the seventh day. It don't say an animal here. Read.
On the 8th day shall be in holy convocation unto you.
On the eighth day is gonna be a holy convocation. What must we do on the eighth day of Hanukkah or Hanukkah? What we got to do on the eighth day?
And
We got to come.
ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a
Read.
solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
I hope y'all understanding how all of this lines up together with what Captain DeBach is bringing out, what Sergeant Micah Allah is bringing out. It all lines up together. The Bible is a hermeneutical book. It lines up all together. It doesn't skip a beat. It lines up. Everything's supposed to be together. Read.
Said, well, you on verse 37?
No, verse 36. Read that again.
Okay, Salaki. It says, 7 days you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
So it's a solemn assembly, and you shall do no servile work therein. All of this is lined up together with what the brother is bringing out, how we supposed to be towards each other, how we supposed to deal with everything. It's still all in together, lining up. Read verse 37.
Says, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. To offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. A burnt offering and a meat offering. Sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day.
Read.
Besides the Sabbaths of the Lord.
Wait, hold on, wait. Besides the what?
Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord.
Today is a double Sabbath, isn't it, brothers? Besides the what? Read that again.
Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord. And beside your gifts.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Isn't the gifts of the Spirit is meekness, long suffering? The brother brought this out earlier, Mike Allah. He brought this out earlier. So this is what it's talking about. I hope you can see this. Read it again, King. Verse 37.
37 or 38?
37.
37. Says, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. To offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. A burnt offering and a meat offering. A sacrifice and drink offerings.
You are the sacrifice. So what you bring to the table It's a drink offering and a what?
A sacrifice and drink offerings,
Uh-huh.
everything upon his day.
Upon his day. Because when we look back at back in the times of Moses, there was specific drink offerings and specific meat offerings. Read on.
Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord.
Hold on, wait. Isn't a double Sabbath today? The new moon and the regular Sabbath, weekly
Come,
Sabbath. It's a double Sabbath, right?
come.
Read.
And beside your gifts.
Hold on, wait. What are the gifts that they're speaking about here? Brother was bringing it out earlier about the gifts. Keep on reading.
And beside all your vows.
Oh, your what?
All your vows.
Hold on, wait. So you got to make a vow with the Most High when you wait. Slow down, slow down, because a lot of people skip over this. Well, what vows is it speaking about? The brother was reading it earlier, dealing with what we're dealing with. These are vows that we must keep with the Most High. Read on.
And beside all your free will offerings.
Wait, hold on, wait. What is a free will offering? What is that? Because a lot of people don't understand that a free will offering is doing what the Most High will is. Well, where do we read the Most High's will at? Where do we read that at? In Psalms, right? Chapter 50. This is where we read the Most High's will at. But let's hold that. Keep on reading the book. Keep on reading, Cap.
God, which ye give unto the Lord.
We gotta give our offering unto the Lord. Why we got to do that? Because it's a free will offering, something that we must do willingly. We must put away our own ambitions, our own anxieties, our own love, and say, I'm going to do this for the love of the Lord. We got to put away that. And this is what, and a lot of people don't really understand this about the Bible. You got to stop doing your own will. You got to stop doing what you want to do. You must do the will of the Most High. That's what it's telling you to do. You have to do that. If you're not willing to do that, you're not worthy of what Christ has died and laid down for. It's simple, plain upon tables. I'm a land. Go ahead, Captain DeBach. I'm a mute up.
Well said. Well said.
Definitely well said, man. There's a lot of people. Hey, we got to get back. We got to do another class on just breaking down the law. Because a lot of people don't realize that, and they'll go into, Paul's writings, not knowing what the law is. You know what I'm saying? And thinking you could just gather together and just, hey, have a good time, right? Hey, Paul even said, I believe it's in 1 Corinthians 11. He even said, hey, if you just come in to eat, hey, eat at home, right? Don't even worry about it.
Facts. That's facts.
So I want to show last video of the day, right? Because this is the end. We're going back to the movie Sinners, right? And we're going towards the end. Because this is for brothers that's literally, you might be dwelling on the past, you know what I'm saying? And just got to realize that your past is always going to come back. It's going to come back for you. Right, it's gonna creep up when you by yourself, you least suspect it, or you might driving in the car, song on the radio come on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna creep back up somehow, some way, right? So I want to play this last ending, right? And we're gonna see something, right? Different people get different things, right? But we're gonna play it and we're gonna see. So this is, again, short for people that haven't seen it. Right, it's just the end of the movie where, they done literally, they killed all the so-called vampires, right? Just about all of them, right?
Spoiler alert.
Let me ask something, King. Let me ask something, because the movie is definitely something you should be paying attention to, right? The movie is called Sinners, correct? So the brother is bringing out something that's he's bringing out something that's on point. You have to pay attention to what's happening because guess what? This is something that our people are dealing with today.
Uh,
They live in they don't understand that some things that they're doing is calling them back to the past. And the present and the future is right in front of them, telling them to change and do not what your forefathers did, right? Do not break those laws, that's a commandment. So it's definitely like this is a good movie. I would advise everybody to go out and watch this movie, Sinners. Right? It's not what you thinking it is, but guess what? It can be something that's prolific to bring some sort of change in yourself, to bring a higher awareness in yourself, so that therefore you can stop sinning. Right? You sinners, right? You can stop sinning, right? Right? Con, con. I'll land.
uh,
Hey, boss, got two out there. I told them to close, but they offered a couple $100. That okay with you? That don't bother me none. Come on in.
Wait, can you pause that 1 second right there? Can you pause that 1 second right there?
okay.
He said it don't bother me none because these people wanted to come in right now. Now, when you understand, spoiler alert, right? Like Mike Allen said, spoiler alert, right? Like Mike, spoiler alert, right? These people was back then when he was a young man. You see, he's an old guy now, right? He is an old gentleman now, and well beyond his youth. Yeah, he's an old gentleman, and this is the brother Sammy that a lot of people probably don't really reconcile or understand if unless you see the movie. This is the brother Sammy,
Okay.
right? And he's in the end. He didn't subdue himself to what happened, but some people live past the point where they, where they was able to live past that point, right? So this is where you have Michael B. Jordan and his girl, right, come to the scene. It's it's prolific, right? 'Cause it's prolific because your past is right in front of your future or is right in your present. So it's very understandable if you understand what's happening right now. So
Okay.
hold up, pause right there. Pause right there.
It's different.
Pause right there. Right. Pause right there. Right. So now now what you gotta understand, right, is what's happening is this is the trailer part. This is the end. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Right. I'm just give it 100. Right. This is Michael B. Jordan and the girl that he loved during that time frame at that time when he was a human.
Mm-hmm.
So this is years later, right? Years later, they found out where Sammy was at because they had Sammy's, not his blood, but they had his ebernethence, right? They had his spiritual level where they would be able to find him. And it says this in this movie, right? And it's crazy that you bring this out because it shows us that no matter where you at, you cannot hide from what is really your calling or what is really what you're supposed to be doing here on this earth. And Michael Allah brought it earlier out when he read certain scriptures about certain things about an individual and how they supposed to be dealing with themselves and making sure that they're on the what we would call stratosphere or on the level to make sure that they are supposed to be at that point with the most high and loving the most high on that level. Right?
God.
Salakia, go ahead, King.
You good, King. You good. Because you're 100% right. You know what I'm saying? It's they had his smell, right? They knew what he smelled like. You know what I'm saying? So this is literally the young man that in the other scene that was playing that guitar, right? This is him.
It's kind. But they live on, even if the one that made them is killed. They gotta be killed one by one.
Wait 1 second. Wait, slow down. She said something. She said something important. She said, even if the one is killed, they must live on. Now, if you've seen the movie, spoiler alert, the one that made all of them, he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
But this says that they must live on. So wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. So now Sammy, you see how he look now, right? He is an older man. Years done pass. But the spirits that was attracted to him then was still attracted to him now.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on, King. I just want to say that.
Okay. And I just wanted to add to what you just said because I'm gonna repeat what you said, right? You said the spirits that was attracted to him then is still attracted to him now. Why? Through his music. The same music that he was playing in that party, the same one that remember the words that he said that hey, you gave me that Bible on the Mississippi Road, right?
Facts.
But hey, I lied to you, Pops. I don't really rock with that. Right? I don't really rock with it. I rock with the secular music, the secular humanism, right? That's what he rocked with. So it's still this just goes to show you the spirit in music, right?
Also, the main one, he said, "Yo, I heard your voice." He told him, "I heard your voice, and I came to the thing, and I came to the party, or whatever the case may be." He heard his voice spiritually from afar. Your boy, he didn't hear it right then and there because the brother didn't sing yet. He said, "Yo, I heard your voice from afar when you were singing." He heard that through. He said, "Yo, I'm here to gather my people or my people that was singing." You gotta pay attention to what was said before. But go ahead, King. Salaki, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
That's
okay.
How? I guess I was one person he just couldn't kill. He made me promise to stay away from you. Let you live out your life.
hold on, hold on, wait, slow down. Wait 1 second, wait 1 second. He promised that he would not kill him to make him live out his life. Because remember, if you remember Remy in this movie, I hope I'm not spoiling this. If you remember Remy in this movie, he was like, "Yo, I came for you, Sammy. I came specifically for you." So this demon came specifically for another person that was of an angelic living or of an angelic life. He came for him specifically. He heard his voice and he said, "Yo, I'm coming for you. You're gonna raise up our peoples that was in whatever they was in." If you watch this movie, you will understand what I'm saying, right? He specifically came for Sammy. He didn't come for nobody else. That's why he said, you give me Sammy, I'll let everybody live." That's why he made this declare Remy. But go ahead, King. Salakia.
Okay.
It won't be long for you, huh? I can make it so you can stick around.
So wait 1 second. Mute up. Wait 1 second. So he's smelling him and he's letting him know death is near. That's what he's doing right now. He's smelling him and saying, "I can smell it's about that time. You're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell your death." But if you adhere to what I'm saying,
Yep.
or what I'm giving, or what I'm believing, I'm gonna give you eternal life.
Mhm.
That's what he's telling him.
Okay.
So now I gotta ask everybody here: if this is you, what will you do? Will you adhere to this and give this dude your soul and your body, right? And not keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord?
Mhm.
Or will you say, you know what, I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna stay with the Lord, regardless if it costs me my own life, as it says in Revelations 2 and 10. Mike Allah, can you read that for me? Revelations 2 and 10, real quick.
All right. And you pull it on the screen, the box, real quick. You know what? No, don't worry.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, yeah, just yeah.
Yeah, just read it. I don't want to pull it from this. I want him to go back and
Okay.
just go back and go play this again.
Let me just pull it up on in the Bible real quick. Then don't worry.
Yeah, take it. Yeah, Mike Allah, take your time,
Revelation
King.
2, you said 2 and 10.
Yep, 2 and 10.
All right.
Yep.
All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Read,
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
read.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison,
Some of you into prison. Read on.
that ye may be tried.
You're gonna be tried, which means you're gonna be tempted or tested. Read.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
You need to be faithful until death. So when somebody come and test you with this, you still gonna be faithful until death. And he, the Most High, and Yahweh Shah is gonna give you a what? A crown of what? It says
A crown of life.
a crown of life. You're gonna be given. You
So,
really need to You really need to understand that. Go ahead, King. You can read.
all right, verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches.
The Spirit says unto the churches, read on.
He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
You're not gonna be hurt of the second. Hold on, wait, not the first death, Mike Allah. Not the first death.
The
The
second death.
second death. What?
The
Read.
second death.
Read.
And to the angel of the church of Pergamos, write.
Uh-huh. Read.
These things says he which hath the sharp sword with two edges. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest,
Read.
even where Satan's seat is.
Even with what?
Even where Satan's seat is.
Because Satan is the ruler of this world. So even where his seat is at, read.
And thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was
Uh-huh.
my faithful martyr.
Where
Who
my
was
what? Hold on, wait. Where my what?
wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr.
He was the Antipas was his faithful martyr, which means that he died with a cause. Read.
Who was slain among you, where Satan dwelleth. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast Salakia, because thou hast there them, and that hold the doctrine of Balaam.
That hold the doctrine of who?
Balaam,
Hold on, wait. Christians will tell you that Balaam, somebody that got the Holy Spirit in numbers, and now therefore Christ is what? Christ, say that again.
who taught Salakia. I'm gonna start at verse 2014. But I have a few things against thee, because
Mhm.
thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught a Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel,
So Balaam did not have the Holy Spirit. Balaam had a spirit of deception. Read.
to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Wait, hold on, wait. We supposed to eat everything. Everything is lawful according to Acts, right? We supposed to eat everything. It's lawful. Read.
To eat things sacrificed unto idols,
Oh,
and to commit fornication.
and to commit what?
Fornication.
So when you eat them things, you're committing the fornication. Read.
So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans.
Of the what?
The Nicolaitans.
The Nicolaitans. You hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. Read.
Which thing I hate.
Wait, hold up. Christ hates the Nicolaitans. I thought Christ don't hate. I
Uh,
thought Christ never hated. I thought he don't hate. I thought he's about love and about hold up this and this and we love this and love. Christ, what? Read that again, King.
so has thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Licanatans. Which thing I hate.
Wait, so Christ hate the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. I thought Christ doesn't hate. We got a problem, Houston. We have a problem. But I don't want to take over the build. I want the Bach, I want Captain the Bach to go into what he's teaching because it's lining up with what everything was happening right now. Because this is not hate. We don't. I mean, go ahead, the Bach.
Okay.
I can make it so you can stick around. Keep touring. Keep living. No pain.
Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, slow down, wait, 1 second, wait, 1 second, slow down, hold on, wait, because this is what Christ was tempted with. Let me get numbers, let me get Matthew 4, because this is where Christ was tempted too as well. This is the same thing Christ was tempted with. I hope everybody is paying attention to what's happening right now.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and verse 1. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Read.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered.
Mm-hmm.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
No, some words.
Every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
This is the same thing what this brother Sammy is about to go through. He is being tempted right now. And guess what? Our family and our people will go through the same thing. You're going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted with this same type of scenario. Whatever you love, whatever you like to do, whatever you respect, the Most High is going to say, you know what? I'm going to send a tempter to you to tempt you with that, to see if you love that more than you love me. This is what's going to happen. All praises Yahweh Bashim Mashiach. Go ahead, Dabak. Go ahead, King. It's on you, Lord.
Come.
I've seen enough of this place.
You know, we got every single one of your records. I don't like that electric shit as much as the real. Yeah, I miss the real. Recordings from back then sound like a pile of dog shit.
Hold on, wait. Slow down. Slow down. You must understand what's being said here. I don't like this old stuff. I like the new stuff. Because the new stuff is a pile, because the old stuff is a pile of dog shit. But the new stuff I could get with. But why you think you can get with the new stuff? Because the new stuff allows you to break the laws, that shit commandments. That's why he's saying that. That's why he's letting you know that. The old stuff, no, he can't get with the old stuff because the old stuff is a criteria.
Mm-hmm.
You can't break and do whatever you want to do with the old stuff. You have to abide by the law, statutes, and commandments of God. This is what he's saying in a subliminal way. But guess what? He's a creature of the night, right?
Okay.
He don't care about none of that other stuff. Go ahead, the box. Salaki again.
Okay. And to add to that is he's literally trying to keep you up with the times, right? When you watch this movie, you see how even in the old scene, right? You see how they dressed, right? But now you fast forward into the future, and he got on the Coogee sweater, right? he got on the Biggie sweater right now. You know what I'm saying? And now he's saying, "Hey, I'm adapting to the times. Why don't you adapt with?"
Yeah, he got the Coogee on. You heard?
All right. So, hey, let's keep rolling, right? We ain't got much longer.
How about it, Sammy? You still got the real in you. Traveling, I don't know why in the hell I'm here. Traveling, I don't know why in the hell I'm here. Because the woman I'm loving, you know she really don't care.
Can I say this, Salakia? Pause it.
Okay.
So when you look at this movie, right? He's singing a song that he sang when he was with the brother that died, right? And this is why this dude said, "I haven't seen my brother since then," right? But it's a epiphany, right? Because he's saying something without saying it. He's saying that he misses his brother because he would not have done what he did to be eternal without his brother, right? So this is very important for everybody to understand. And this is a spoiler, Slakia. I don't want to give a spoiler alert away because I don't want to do that, right? If you haven't seen the movie, right? But it's very imperative to what the Bach is teaching about this class. You have to understand something. Our family is supposed to be one, right? And if they're not being on that level, we must give them grace and mercy until they get to that point. Right? This is what it's showing us. But our people don't really understand that because grace and mercy, the fruits of the spirit, what Micah Allah read earlier, because this is all boils on the fruits of the spirit. I hope everybody is understanding what's happening right now.
Okay. And that part is actually coming up right here, what you was just speaking on.
Take care, little Sammy.
You know something? Maybe once a week, I wake up paralyzed, reliving that night.
Wait, hold on, wait, slow down, wait, pause, wait 1 second. He said once a week I wake up paralyzed, reliving that event that happened at that time. Well, why you think he really? Why you think that is? Right? If he is right, let's give it along the lines of us in this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he paralyzed about that?
Stuck in the past.
That's a fact. I'll mute up.
Okay.
Before the sun went down, I think that was the best day of my life.
All right, so before all hell broke loose, right, I had a good time, right? I literally we was playing music, we was dancing all kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? When you watch the movie, you'll see where he got it during the time. I'm not gonna say it, but you'll see it. All right.
Was it like that for you?
No doubt about it. Last time I see my brother.
Hold on, wait, wait, hold up. Rewind it a little bit. What you said the Bach that he said? That he was what?
Oh, here we go.
What about it? Last time I see my brother. I love you.
He felt some sort of way about it, right? Dealing with what we would call, yeah, we supposed to have a conscience and deal with things logically as men. But when we make a mistake, when we do something wrong, we're gonna feel that. Right? And he felt it all the way up until now. Up until this point, and he still probably feel it because his brother had already died already. This is at the end. His brother had already passed on. But he still felt some sort of way behind it. Play it, gang, play it.
And that's literally that secular humanism.
That what? That's that's right. That's a fact. Secular humanism, correct.
Last time I seen the sun.
Early in this morning.
Just for a few hours. It was free.
Hold on, wait. We was what? We was what? We was free. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Job 9 and what? 24, right? So therefore, at this time, we are not free. But he equated having his own situation set up to being in freedom. That is deep when you start to look at everything about that situation. Shalakia.
And you're right. It's literally, you're trapped, right? You're trapped in the ways of the world. You're not free, right? John 8 and 32. The truth shall make you free. They realized that they accepted a lie, right? And now you're just like a leech and you try to bring people down with you, right?
Facts.
This movie was definitely deep on so many levels. Like if you're just trying to be entertained, I say don't watch it, right? But if the Most High has given you a spiritual eye, this was probably one of the best movies I've seen in a long time, and still ain't seen nothing close to this level yet.
Facts, Captain. Facts, Cap. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop it right there. And I'm gonna grab one more script, right? Just to close it out with this. Sirach. Hold on, I gotta open my notes back. Right, Sirach 40. This is what we should be doing, man. On any feast day, right? Anything. We done went over it plenty of times, right? But now we're gonna see it and we're gonna read it. I want KJV version.
Just type KJV on the bottom.
I got a verse when you finish that other one. I got a verse when you finish that, Cap.
Okay, that's cool. All right. I'll just go here. I can't just click on this thing.
Is that go to the one under the e-Bible? Go to that King James version.
Okay. Now this it. So go ahead.
All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 40, and starting at verse 20. You want to start at 20 or 21?
20.
All right. Verse 20. Wine and music rejoice the heart.
Right. It rejoice your mind, right? Makes you have a good time. It's not supposed to be envious, right? It's not supposed to make you cuss out your brother. Not supposed to make you fight your brother or your sister, right?
Okay.
It's supposed to make you rejoice, right? especially at a feast.
Con.
Right? Go ahead.
But the love of wisdom is above them both.
You got to have wisdom while you're doing it. You don't have wisdom unless you're keeping the commandments. Right? That's playing upon tables. Right? We know that is Psalms 111 and 10. Right? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Right?
The pipe and the psaltery make sweet melody.
Right? We have music.
Con.
Right? It makes a good beat, makes a good sound. Right? You bobbing your head to the beat. Right? But what?
But a pleasant tongue is above them both.
But a pleasant tongue is above them both. So it don't have to be having that good beat and you talking about killing your brother. Having that good beat and you talking about sleeping with your brother's wife.
Con.
Having that good beat and you talking about whoring your sisters out. Right? It ain't got to have that. We don't have to have that at our feast days.
Con.
Right? Can it be, a little rap song here and there? You know what I'm saying? One of the songs that we listened to before was Ice Cube, Today Was a Good Day. Now we know it's some foolishness in there. Like he rapping about eating pork and everything at the beginning of the song, right? But you can have a good time with your brothers, right? When you take the message from it, right? Hey, today was a good day, right? Hey, this feast of dedication was a good feast of dedication. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be harping on, eating pork, even though we know that it's wrong, right? But at the end of the day, it's about how you are amongst one another. What's the reasoning for you having and enjoying each other with a good time? Do you have to have that music? No, you can do without it. Right? Like I said earlier, our second Passover with L.O.I, hey, the speaker wasn't working right for whatever reason. Hey, we was in that thing. We ain't miss a beat. We didn't care. Right? We just kicking it, talking it with each other, talking about the scriptures, right? Talking about everything, talking about the previous Passover year, right? Having a good time. Nobody cared, right? I don't even think we talked about that particular, Passover, since how we didn't have music, right? But just bringing up this class made me think about it, right? It's all about the reasoning for you gathering, and we don't need all of this garbage music, especially if it's gonna make somebody go off, right? And I'm gonna land right there. If y'all brothers, y'all can have the last word.
I'll make it real quick. I was just gonna say, like, the Book of Psalms, right? When you read the Book of Psalms, understand those are songs and poems that David wrote. You know what I'm saying? When we praying, guess what? Those are the vows that he's speaking also in Joel. You know what I mean? In Amos, right? Take those vows away from me. Take those prayers, take those songs, right? Because the Book of Psalms, that's what David was writing. The suffering we went through in Israel. And how he wrote it, he was writing it into a song. They were like poems. They were poems, so he was writing them and he was singing it to the Most High. The Most High loves songs, and because the songs represents him and his people, all his creation. So when we read in Psalms, that's why the music is the spirit, right? The music changes our mood. The music changes our ways how we deal with one another. That's why we read the word. This whole Bible is a music book. When you find out who we are, it brings sweet melody to our ears. We finding out we the Israelites. We finding out that we got to keep the commandments. That's a sweet music to our ears. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to celebrate his feast days with holy music. We're going to celebrate his feast days with full of gladness, right? Because the Bible is a music book, and it brings music to our ears because it's a spiritual book. And when you get that understanding, you will know, like, hey, man, this is where it's supposed to be. This is where we're supposed to be gathering at, right? All right, that's all I really wanted to bring out.
Okay. And before you go, Zakaria, I just wanted to read this real quick, right? Because this is literally, right, what Asaph was doing, right? Psalms 81.
Okay.
Right? It says, sing aloud unto God our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery, right? Blow up the trumpet in the new moon and the time appointed on our solemn feast day. They had music, right? It's a spiritual thing. It makes us make a joyful noise unto Yahweh. All right. I just wanted to bring that up.
All praises. Yep. Could I get Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13 to 14?
Okay.
Let's just make sure that we're clear on what's being taught, right, and what's being adhered to, because our people must understand that we deal with sin, and we love to sin, right? We must repent from that because the kingdom of heaven is at hand, as our Christ told us, right? So let's read this Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let's read that.
Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, starting at verse 13.
Hmm?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
So we must fear God and keep his commandments. This is the whole conclusion of man. We must do this. This is something that is not like, it's not asked of us in a subtle manner. Read it again, King.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Mm-hmm.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
So we must fear God and keep his commandments. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. Read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. The whole duty. Read on.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Wait, not some work. Some work he gonna bring into judgment. Just some work.
Every work into judgment.
Every work. All your works into judgment. Read.
With every secret thing.
And even if it's a secret thing, he's still gonna bring it to judgment. Secret meaning everybody don't know it. Read.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or evil, he gonna bring it to fruition. He gonna bring it out. Whether if it be good or evil. not just if it's good. Yeah, not just if it's evil. Read it again.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing.
He gonna bring every work, all your works into judgment. That's deep. He gonna bring all your works into judgment, not some of them, not a partial, not a little bit. He gonna bring every work. Read it again, King.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Every work into judgment. All your works. Read.
With every secret thing.
Even if it's a secret thing, he's still gonna bring it into judgment.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or evil, man. In our land, I give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashim Mashiach Shai. You see the teleprompt crossing about the bottom of the screen. Visit lionsofisrael.com. Donation tab is there. Make sure y'all donate to hashtag or L.O.I Detroit. Make sure y'all do that. Donate to them brothers, man. Make sure y'all give alms and show your love, man. Don't be a vagabond, right? Make sure y'all give to the brothers, man. These brothers put in work week in and week out. Micah Allah, Sergeant Micah Allah, and Captain Debak, they always here making sure that they showing love and bringing forth the Lord's statute commandments and bringing forth these teachings. So therefore, donate to these brothers, man. Donate. Where it says donate, click on that donation tab you see there, right? It says L.O.I Detroit. Call us at 313-808-880-3414 or email us at LOIDetroit12@gmail.com. visit lionsofisrael.com and donation. Cash App.
Con, I got you.
$ L.O.I Detroit. Make sure y'all do that, man. Go ahead, Salaki again. Salaki at the bottom.
Right, so I'm changing the ticker, right? And Priest is short tomorrow. We're definitely having Passover in New Jersey, right? In Zachariah's hometown, home city, at the moment, right? Literally April 1st. Definitely, if you want to attend, you definitely got to RSVP, right? So that's what is that email again?
It's LOI
LOI Gatherings.
Yep. LOI Gatherings at 149@gmail.com. Yep.
Right. And then also we literally have, let me throw it on the screen real quick, right? Priest has the academy that is literally about 2 weeks away, right? So 2 weeks from now, if you haven't already, hit that email, join LOI149@gmail.com, right? Send an email. Hey, just join us, man. Hey, definitely learn what it is that we teach, what it is that Priest teaches. You know what I'm saying? Not to just sit there and learn it and hold it, but to go out and spread it, right? That's the whole point of this academy, right? That's why it's called Future Leaders Academy, right? Because this is what we want to raise up. The truth will not die with us, right? We're going to get this thing out because we want to get up out of here, man. We want to get up out of here. And we know when you have multiple brothers doing the work, then it's going to happen, right?
Facts. Yep.
So with that being said, just want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High again. Hey, the Water Brother for coming on here with us. All praises to the Most High. Hey, Shalom, y'all brothers and sisters. Enjoy y'all new moon, right? Enjoy y'all new moon. Enjoy the Sabbath as usual. Hey, all praises.
New moon, man. Yabashim Yashar, Yirak Kadash. It's the 10th month. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you celebrate the new moon. It's a double Sabbath tonight, so cook up something. Love, peace, blessings to everybody, man. And I'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Mashiach Yahushua, man.
All right, Shalom, y'all.
We send them prayers up. And then the blessings come down. Yeah. Let's get it. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. What I pray for the most is that you understand. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. And what I pray for the most is that you understand. If you say you're a king, you gotta have the standards. I say that I pray when I don't have the answers. Don't know the way, then prayer has to come in. It's okay to pray and don't ask for nothing. Ready for war, but I pray for peace. Know the book says, don't let your prayers cease. Pray for the strength to pray for enemies. Pray to forget these childhood memories. Put on the size 11s, it's the wrong shoes any day. Cowboys team, man, you're gonna lose anyway. Don't come for me, sorry, I don't got a team. Can't be MLK if I never said I got a dream. I pray to Yahweh that he bless you. I pray that you pass, cause life will test you. I pray on the days that things are stressful. Remember, Israel to God is something special. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. What I pray for the most is that you understand. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. And what I pray for the most is that you understand. Yahweh Shah came so he could feed his people. Solomon prayed that he could lead his people. Wise as he was, he didn't see the evil. I pray for the day Yahweh frees the people. Babylon the Great breaking all walls down. Kanye's song, when it all falls down. I pray every day, that's a part of me, that we all celebrate like classic R&B. Cool in this gang, there's so many speakers. I pray that you learn, we have so many teachers. I pray for the kingdom, cause cause it needs to come. I pray for Isaiah 14:1. Always be thankful, what my lady said. Don't ask for much, just my daily bread. I pray on the days that things are stressful. Remember, Israel to God is something special. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. What I pray for the most is that you understand. I pray material things never blind me. I pray all this fake love will never find me. I pray I don't have fear for any other man. And what I pray for the most is that you understand. We send the prayers up, and then the blessings come down. Prayer's y'all weapon, y'all. Make sure you pray every single day. Don't just ask for things, but pray to the Most High to deliver us.